Today, Chris Collins is going to jail. He's going for 2 years, or about 26 months, maybe even less. It's not a good moment for Western New York, and it's a sad moment, certainly, for him and his family. How did we get to this point? We got to this point because he did something very bad. He stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from his investors by committing insider trading, from people who believed in him, who believed in his company, who he lied to. It wasn't a small act. And beyond that, he lied to the people of Western New York. He lied by telling you he was innocent, saying he'd be cleared of all these charges. He stole the congressional seat and he used it to get a lighter sentence and an easy way forward for himself. It was wrong. So how did he get away with this? He got away with it because thousands of people helped him do it. A party machine helped him do it. A party machine that told you to keep the seat red, even though they knew he was a criminal. And so many politicians stood by in silence, even supported him when they knew this was going to happen, that he was going to take advantage of the people of this region. Now, NY27, in the history of NY27, is a terrible history. It was created by Tom Reynolds, a congressman, a Republican congressman, who wanted a seat where, by his own admission, he could vote any way he wanted. He could do pretty much whatever he wanted. Tom Reynolds retired in disgrace. Then you had Chris Lee, another very rich man who took advantage of the people of this region and disgraced this district and resigned in disgrace. And then Chris Collins, who used his office as his own personal networking and country club to help promote his own business interests, not the interests of the people of this region, who is now going to jail after lying to us again. And then we have Chris Jacobs, someone who stood by as all these men took advantage of Western New York, even supported them, and now is disgraced us by voting by mistake. He doesn't even know how to do the basic job of being a congressperson. It's a sad moment for Western New York, but we can turn the page, and I hope we do. Chris Collins is still not remorseful. Yesterday, his comments in the Buffalo News talked about how he was going to essentially use this country club prison as a chance to network with his friends. These are his own words, and he'll be out early. He's already delayed his sentence so many times. None of us receive that type of treatment, but he does. Now, Western New York has been taken advantage of by these men, and we need to be honest about the situation we're in. Many of us do not have health care in this moment of pandemic. Many of us are struggling to find a job. Many of us don't have the advantages of Chris Lee or Chris Jacobs or Chris Collins or any of the other leadership that's taken advantage of Western New York and given us the worst job market in the country. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. We have the worst job market in the country because men like this serve their own interests and not the interests of the people of this region. I hope Chris Collins eventually feels remorse for what he did, from robbing his investors and also robbing the people of this region of representation. But more importantly, I hope the people of this region realize that we can do better. We don't need to listen to the party machine. We need to vote for our own interests, not the interests of these men. I'm asking the people of NY27, the people of Western New York, to turn the page and demand more on November 3rd.